Hi, my name is Tony Cimarosi, and today I'm going to share with you playing the G major 7 scale, 2 octaves, and the G arpeggio playing 2 octaves. Now first we have to establish the strings. The E string is the 1, the A string is the 2, the D string is the 3, and the G string is the 4. Same thing with the hand. The thumb is the thumb, and the first finger is the first index finger, second finger, third finger, and fourth finger. The fingers that we're going to do today are fingerings that I have used throughout the years, and that they've always worked for me at playing slow tempos and rather fast tempos. So let's get to it. So I start off with the G, and I'm using the second finger. Then I stay on the same string, the E string, and I go to the A note with the fourth finger. Then I'm going to switch strings, and I'm going to go to the A string or the second string, and I'm going to use my first finger. I'm going to use my second finger on the C. I'm going to use my fourth finger on the D. Now, this is where I switch. I'm going to shift to the E on the A string or the second string, and I'm going to use my first finger. First finger, third finger on the F sharp, fourth finger on the G. Now I'm going to switch again, and I'm going to use the first finger on the A, second finger on the B, third finger on the C, fourth finger on the D. I'm going to switch to the next string, or the fourth string, a G string, and I'm going to use the first finger on the E, the third finger on the F sharp, and the fourth finger on the G. The same way that I went up is the same way that I'm going to go down. Let's look at that again slow. Now, one of the characteristics that I like of that scale is that once you get up to the octave on the second string with the G, you're using fingerings 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you just let your thumb kind of glide with the instrument, don't try to fight the fingering so much, you'll notice that your hand goes right up, and your finger is all ready to go to the next string, which is the E note on the G string. Same thing descending. I'm right there, and I'm right there. So, and then descending all the way. That's the G major 7 scale, played 2 octaves using this particular fingering. Now let's go to the arpeggio. The arpeggio is a broken chord. The notes that are in the G triad are G, B, D, and then I'm playing it up an octave, so I'm doing G, B, D, and then G, the octave, up here. So let's take a look at this, and I'm using the second finger on the G. Now I'm switching to the next string, that's the first string. Then the next string, I'm playing the B, which is the third, and I'm using my first finger. Then I'm playing the D, which is the fifth, with my fourth finger. Now, I'm going to take this, instead of going right up, which you can do that, or if you want to play the octave up here, you're going to have to get to it. So, I switch like that. And now I'm going to shift to the G on the A string with my fourth finger, and then I'm going to continue up with the third finger on the B, on the third string. On the G string, the fourth string, I'm going to use the first finger, and then I'm going to stretch up here to the G octave. Okay, and that's kind of like the way that it sounds, and you can see how it's not that difficult to play. You want to start slow and gradually work your tempo, your speed up, so that you can get real comfortable with it and and not hurt yourself. So that's it. That's the G major 7 scale played 2 octaves, and the G arpeggio played 2 octaves. I hope this has been useful, and if it is, please go to my site. I teach bass lessons on Skype, and I'd love to hear from you. So give me a shout. Thank you.